What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about the top 5 squeeze stocks to add to your watch list for this upcoming week. Before again telling you that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, this week is going to be very interesting. Not necessarily due to data, because there's only a couple of things that's coming out this week that could disrupt the broader market. One is GDP, second is PCE, especially based on what the Feds have been saying over this last a week and a half, that they are really going to be watching the rates or the data points and whatever to justify either a future rate hike or a cut. Well, PCE and GDP are very good indicators of that. So that's coming out Thursday as well as Friday. But going into this upcoming week, the fear and greed index is at 31, so people's appetite for risk isn't necessarily there. But with such low expectations, this is in theory how you could maybe have a squeeze, because if data comes in better than anticipated, then shorts might feel justified to return. Plus, when it comes to companies unveiling their earnings, this week is definitely packed. You have UPS, GM, Tesla, Visa, you have Facebook, like everyone and their dog for the most part is unveiling their earnings this week. So this one is going to be a roller coaster of a week, so definitely stay tuned for that. And again, in a lot of cases, you could see stocks and just the market move up as a result of these earnings. In the past, Netflix has saved the broader market, but of course their earnings were somewhat crap, so they did go down. I think, was it 9.5%, something like that. But without further ado, I'm going to get right to it. So I'm going to go based off of the short interest percentage. So it is the highest, or I guess most heavily shorted stocks in the market for this upcoming week. But starting off with stock number 5, that is BMEA Fusion. I have obviously vetted a lot of these companies as well. I say this every video to ensure that they haven't done a recent reverse stock split, because that does skew a lot of the Ortex numbers. But BMEA Fusion, ticker BMEA, this is what they do, so you can pause it and read through it. So biotech out of Redwood City. Ultimately, over this last 1 year, it is down 60.55%, 2024 down 25.28%. And right now, 72.1% of the free float is being shorted. On Friday, shorts did increase about 28,000 shares, 13.97 million shares overall are being shorted, and utilization is 76.74. And then over and above that though, cost to borrow average is 12.05%. So pretty good stuff. So factoring in the 5th most heavily shorted stock in the market is 72%. Definitely, it kind of makes the rest of them very, very interesting. Moving on to stock number 4. This one has been on this list over this last little bit, and ticker is SPWR, so SunPower Corporation. Over this last 1 year, down 89.79%, 2024 down 54.24%. This is what they do, so electrical components and equipment based out of Richmond. But 77.75% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 40.22 million shares overall are being shorted. Friday shorts didn't really do all that much. They increased 8,000 shares, but that is a drop in the bucket considering, like I said, almost 41 million shares is being shorted. Utilization is 96.4%. And then cost to borrow is 9.69% as well. Just to give you a quick overview, through Interactive Broker, short availability does indicate that there is 0 shares available to be shorted. So again, that might kind of insinuate that shorts are overextended, but who knows? Let me know your thoughts on that. Moving on to stock number 3. So that is IMAC Holdings, tickers BACK. Over this last 1 year, it is down 27.57%, and in 2024, it is up 42.08%. So definitely a lot of interesting points right here. So it has shown, at least in the past, it has what it takes to at least go up. Based off of this is what they do. So healthcare facilities based out of Franklin, but 82.46% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 816.29 thousand shares overall are being shorted. And so this kind of does meet the criteria of what 2024 people are, I guess, essentially very excited about, is low float companies, very heavily shorted, and kind of good operational progress over this last little bit. So this kind of fits the MO. It is on the threshold list as well, so something to consider. Utilization is 80.01, and then cost to borrow average is 474.69%. So pretty high stuff. through Interactive Broker short availability does indicate around 7,000 shares is available. So very limited stuff. So kind of interesting. Moving on to stock number 2 though. This one is ticker AIH. Very low market cap company, so 18.53 million over this last 1 year, down 66.85%, and in 2024 down 43.45. This is what they do, so healthcare services, but 92.81% of the free float is being shorted. And I just have to prove it to you guys because just in case you guys don't believe me, they have not done a recent reverse stock split. Because like I said, usually when a reverse stock split does happen, it skews a lot of the numbers. So yeah, I have been vetted, or I did vet a lot of these companies, so kind of interesting stuff. Also on a side note, before I do proceed, I just wanted to share this with you. If you are looking for a lot of good compiled information, such as press releases, SEC filings, transcripts from previous earnings, fireside chats, or let's say you just want to know about financials or if they've done a reverse stock split, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium for a 7-day free trial. Highly recommend this because it does have everything at your fingertips to make yourself a better investor. So take advantage of this. Link in the description below and also the comments. But going back over here, 92.81% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 282.26 thousand shares overall are being shorted. On Friday, shorts increased to about 3,000 shares, so kind of a drop in the bucket, but still, this does fit the MO for what 2024 is looking for. So low float company, massively heavily shorted. Utilization is 66.61%, and cost to borrow average is 45.99%. And just to give you a quick overview, shares on loan is 477.8 thousand, so a little bit higher than this. But if we go back over here, based on the free float right here, 304, there's more shares on loan than there is available. So a very good indication that there is naked shorting that is happening. So kind of interesting stuff. And then moving on to stock number 1. This has been number 1 for at least the last couple of weeks, and that is this. So ticker is EURN. So URAV on over this last 1 year, it is down 7.47%. 2024 down 7.05%. But you can kind of see this stock is crazy volatile, but it does tend to bounce very high, or at least bounce back. So something to maybe consider. This is what they do, based out of Belgium, but 94.58% of the free float is being shorted. That works out to be 3.2 million shares overall are being shorted. Friday shorts did return about 38,000 shares. 4.37% of the free float is being shorted, and utilization is 76.47. Also on a side note, if you do want any explanation on, for instance, what utilization is or anything, let me know in the comments below. I can definitely address that. But even similar to stock number 2, this definitely does have a very clear indication of naked shorting, because just to draw your attention here, shares on loan 2.64 million, and then the overall shares being shorted 3.2. So there is more shares being shorted than there is on loan. So another clear indication that there is naked shorting. So kind of interesting stuff, whether the SEC does something or not. So far they haven't done jack all, but we'll wait and see. Let me know your thoughts on these top 5 stocks. Is there any other stocks that floats your boat for this upcoming week that you feel maybe could go up? One thing I just wanted to kind of point out is good old AMC has been fighting for its life over this last little bit. So that is something to kind of consider. I know a lot of people are really diehard fans and mother of all short squeezes, so this one could potentially result in something as well. So let me know your thoughts on all that. One final thing, just take advantage of this promo. Might as well take advantage of some free shares. So simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 7 fractional shares of the MEG 7, so a $35 total value. You might as well take advantage of some free stuff. So link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.